Greta Thunberg has been humiliated after she made a social media blunder.
They called it a blunder. You're giving her a massive benefit of a doubt.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright.
Hi guys, we're back again with our favorite gremlin, Greta. Greta Thunberg branded a joke after Israeli hostage photo mix-up. Thunberg shares image of emaciated Israeli hostage in post protesting treatment of Palestinian prisoners. So, these headlines realized she was a joke after this post. Before it rains, there's usually clouds. Fact-finding can never be overemphasized. Right here, we talk about facts, logic, which leads us to the truth.
Greta Thunberg has been humiliated after she made a social media blunder.
They called it a blunder. You call it a blunder, you're giving her a massive benefit of a doubt. Blunder! A blunder is when someone knows what they're doing. Then you can make a blunder and you learn from it. But what if you have no clue what you're doing?
Greta Thunberg has been humiliated after she made a social media blunder. The activist mistakenly used an image of an Israeli hostage in a post that was supposed to reflect the plight of Palestinians in Gaza. The post read, "The suffering of Palestinian prisoners is not a matter of opinion, it is a fact of systematic cruelty and dehumanization. Humanity cannot be selective, justice cannot have borders." It was then shockingly revealed that the image used was of an Israeli hostage Evatar David and not of a Palestinian. Jewish activist Hen Mazik slammed the post and Greta quietly removed it, saying 2 days after she used a photo of hostage Evatar David as evidence of Israel's abuse of Palestinian prisoners, Greta Thunberg quietly deleted the slide. No apology, no accountability, no recognition that a suffering family had to bear witness to an image of their loved one being used to drum up support for his captors. This is seriously the person the world calls a human rights activist?
So she thought it was like a chat on Instagram, right, or WhatsApp. Actually, on WhatsApp, if you delete it, there'll be a sign that you deleted something, right? And people can ask you, "Oh, what message was that?" They'll be like, "Oh, sorry, it was a mistake." On Instagram, when you delete it, it's gone. Just be like, "I thought I received a message from someone. Oh, okay, maybe it's just a glitch." She thought it was an Instagram message. Is this world like a playground for you, Greta?
Mazik went on blasting Thunberg. He said, "Is the image of that starving man being forced to dig his own grave suddenly okay, Greta, because it turns out he's the wrong ethnicity? Did you see his suffering and feel for him, only to learn about your mistake and go, oh well, that's fine then? When you thought he was a Palestinian, did Evatar's pain finally matter to you, Greta, or was it always just a game to you?" Sky News host Freya Leach doubled down, calling Greta the dope of the day.
It's our dope of the day, and today it is none other than the Swedish goblin Greta Thunberg.
The Swedish goblin.
Who posted a post on social media decrying the suffering of Palestinian prisoners. She said, "It's not a matter of opinion, it is a fact of systemic cruelty and dehumanization. Humanity cannot be selective. Justice cannot have borders."
Humanity cannot be selective. Cannot be selective. Cannot be selective. And you? And you? What are you doing?
Except if you look at one of the images there on the right side of the post, who's that? An emaciated Palestinian prisoner, according to Greta Thunberg. That is actually an Israeli hostage who was released. The video of this was released in a Hamas propaganda video where he was forced to dig his own grave. So the only photo of adult starvation in Gaza, and the only one that the pro-Palestine side can actually go, here it is, all our claims of starvation, it's right here. It's actually an Israeli hostage.
The only
Think
one.
about that. Think about that. And now we thought she'd reached extreme levels of stupidity. This is just next level, but still no mention of the hostages, even though I thought justice shouldn't have borders, Greta.
I mean, if she'd spent more time working out her facts and not working on her Lord Farquaad head, she might have worked it out. I mean, I think it proves, doesn't it, that because she's so young, was set up as the activist.
Yeah.
And on a particular issue, which of course was climate. And as she's gotten older and she's not a kid anymore, she needs something to do. And she's sort of stuck in that activist rut.
Yeah.
That she's just latched onto what is the latest thing. At the time it was climate change. Then she latched onto Palestine because it's the latest thing. She doesn't really care about the issue. She just cares about the relevance. And so she's like, she can't even do basic fact-checking about images in her graphics.
No, but has she ever had a job? That's what I'd like to know. Like,
Well.
what does she do in her spare time when she's not out being a serial pest, a serial goblin? Does she work, or she just, you know, hops on boats, waves a flag around, you know, wears a keffiyeh? I mean, she's just, look, she's absolutely pathetic. But this was a serious blunder. And, you know, she's fresh from her flotilla flop #2, which was another disaster. I'm sure there'll be a third flotilla attempt at some point where she'll claim that she's been detained and, you know, that she's been abused and she was forced to kiss the Israeli flag or whatever the hell. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up when it comes to Greta. Seriously, but honestly, this was actually a real blunder. In fact, the sister of that Israeli hostage also wrote a comment underneath that post to say you should do your research before you post these things that you don't understand. And that would be terribly, or just awful for a family member to see that vision come up again, but especially by somebody like Greta Thunberg.
Kissing the Israeli, did she say that they made her do that?
So basically there was a Swedish activist who was also deported as well, and they came out claiming that she was forced to kiss the Israeli flag and that she was also beaten up by the IDF, which, I mean, it's just, it just is so nonsensical. It is a load of nonsense. I mean, you would have seen as she got released 2 days ago, she looked bright as a button. She had certainly not been physically harmed, but that's the kind of nonsense that they're peddling.
God, a kiss from Greta Thunberg, I wouldn't even wish that on the Chinese flag.
I wouldn't wish it on my doppelganger, to be honest.
Yeah, good point.
At least do your research. All right, just do your research. It's just basic. Now, Greta has decided to support Palestine, like full on. Okay, she's really on it, like on it. She's dedicating her life to it. Well, I mean, obviously, people on the other side will tell you, no, Greta, you're wrong. You should stop. But then you still have every right to choose whatever side you want to choose. If you have to choose a side, yeah, you have every right. But do everyone a favor by doing a research. Just do an extensive study. If you want to push propaganda, do an extensive study. Research, know the facts, all right? Know it in total so you can know what you're doing, what you're saying, what you're pushing out there. Just know it. That's it. Just know it. You want to be a footballer, know how to play football properly. That's all. Just have basic knowledge on the thing that you're promoting. That is it. All right? That is it. I mean, in this world, everyone is, you know, afforded the right to choose, support whoever they want to support. It is your free will. All right? Your freedom of expression. Support whatever you want to support, but do everyone the courtesy of knowing fully well what you are doing. All right? Especially because in what she's chosen, millions of lives are being affected. That is it. Okay? Anyway, like they say, a leopard can never change its spots. All right. Peace.
Oh, I love you more than words can say. You are me. Oh, you are the light that shine in my way. You are me. Oh, I love you more than words can say. You are me. Oh, you are the light that shine in my way.